Hello everyone, this is Khairul Alam Shobuz from All Math Matters. Welcome to my online math class. Hello students, welcome to my another new lecture. So in my lecture I'll discuss about very important topics for both O-level and A-level students. So these topics is about matrix. I found that these topics is very interesting and also so easy. So in my lecture I'll try to discuss the all possible rules of this matrix and also I'll show some example of this matrix. Okay, first of all, what is matrix? Okay, a matrix is a rectangular array of numbers. Okay, which can be denoted by this round bracket or square bracket. So matrix can be denoted by the round bracket or square bracket. Okay, for an example, if it is A1, A2, B1, B2, here is X1, Y1, X2, Y2. These two are matrix. Okay, so in matrix, here the numbers are rearranged as a rectangular array. It could be rectangle or it could be square. So here this is called row of the matrix and this is called vertically, this is called column of this matrix. So this is column and this is row. That means horizontal is the row of this matrix and vertical is the column of this matrix. So this is so important, which is the row and column of a matrix. Okay, so this is the basic idea about this matrix. So now I'll show some types of matrix. Okay, now I'll show different types of matrix. Okay, so number one, rectangular matrix. So that means A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3. Suppose this is a rectangular matrix. So here 2 rows and 3 columns. So this is 2 by 3 matrix. So you should say 2 by 3. Actually here 2 means 2 rows and 3 means 3 columns. So you should read it like that, 2 by 3 matrix. So first you tell the number of rows and then number of columns. Okay, number 2, row and column matrix. So if in any matrix is only one column and only one row, that is called row matrix or column matrix. That is, row matrix should be like that, just A1, A2, A3. This is row matrix. And if it is like that, X1, X2, X3, so this is column matrix. Okay, so if in any matrix only one row, that is called row matrix. If it is only one column, that is called column matrix. Okay, Number 3, we will learn the square matrix. That means the number of rows and number of columns must be same. That is, it could be x1, x2, y1, y2. So this is a square matrix because here 2 rows and 2 columns. So if any matrix, the number of rows and columns are equal, this matrix is called square matrix. Okay. Number 4, unit matrix. Okay, actually unit matrix means if the determinant of this matrix, actually if the value of this matrix is 1, then it is called unit matrix. So it is denoted by I. Unit matrix is denoted by I. That means I equal 1 0 0 1. So look at here, this is the diagonal, that is the first diagonal element should be 1 and the others value should be 0. Then this matrix is called unit matrix. So here 2 rows and 2 columns, so you can write it I2. So if it is I3, then it must be like that, 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. That means here 3 rows and 3 columns, so that's why I wrote here I3. That means unit matrix, it should be a square matrix and the first diagonal element should be 1 and the others elements should be 0. Then this matrix is called unit matrix, and which is denoted by I. So if anywhere written I2, that means it's a 2 by 2 matrix. If anywhere written I3, that is 3 by 3 matrix. Okay. Okay, now we will learn transpose of a matrix. That is number 5. Transpose of a matrix. Okay, so if any matrix is given like that, A, suppose A is a matrix, usually the matrix is denoted by capital letter. So here the elements are x1, x2, y1, y2. So if the question asks you to find the transpose of this matrix, then what will be the transpose? The T. So here the row should be column and column should be row. So you just make the row as a column, that is x1, x2. Second row, that should be y1, y2. So this is the transpose of a matrix. So for example, if a given matrix is like that 1 2 3 1, so if the question is what is the transpose of this matrix, so it should be AT equal 1 2 and 3 1. So this is so simple. So you just change the rows and column, then you'll get the transpose of this matrix. Okay. Okay, number 6, equality of a matrices. Okay, equality of matrices. Okay, so if two matrices are equal, that means if it is like that, x1, x2, y1, y2 equal a1, a2, b1, b2, then you can say x1 equal a1, x2 equal a2, y1 equal b1, y2 equal b2. That means each elements of these two matrices are equal. So that means x1 equal a1, x2 equal a2, y1 equal b1, and y2 equal b2. So this is the equality of two matrices. Okay, so now we will learn some operations of matrix. Okay, so number one, addition of matrices. Okay, for an example, okay, if two matrices are like that, this is x1, x2, y1, y2, and another matrix is b, a1, a2, b1, b2. So when you do the addition of two matrices, so here must be the order of these two matrices should be same. So here the order of this matrix should be same. That is, here it is 2 by 2 matrix. So this is also 2 by 2 matrix. Otherwise you can't add two matrix. Okay. So if you do the addition, then it should be x1, x2, y1, y2 plus matrix B, that is a1, a2, b1, b2. So now if you do the addition, that is, you just add the first element with the first element of the first matrix and first element of the second matrix, that is x1 plus a1, x2 plus a2, y1 plus b1, y2 plus b2. That means you just add the first element of the first matrix with the first element of the second matrix, and the second element of the first row of the first matrix plus the second element of the second element of the first row of the second matrix. So in that way you can do the addition. Okay, now I'll show the example. Now I'll show an example how to add two matrices. Okay, now I'll show an example, addition of two matrices. So now if one matrix is given 2, 3, 4, 1, and another matrix is given 5, 4, 3, 2. So what will be the addition of these two matrices? So A plus B equal 2, 3, 4, 1 plus 5, 4, 3, 2. So if you do the addition, that should be 2 plus 5, 3 plus 4. You just add the first column of the first matrix and with the first column of the second matrix, and second column of the first matrix with the second column of the second matrix. So then it will be 4 plus 3 and 1 plus 2. So then we'll get 2 plus 5, that is 7, 3 plus 4, that is 7, 4 plus 3, that is 7, 1 plus 2, that is 3. So this is the addition of two matrices. Okay, I think this is so easy. Okay, now number 2, subtraction of matrices. Okay, so this also the same like the addition. Okay, this is also the same like addition. Okay, this is quite similar to the addition, only difference is here you just need to do the subtraction. So if one matrix is given like that, x1 y1 x2 y2, and another matrix B is given a1 a2 b1 b2. So if you do the subtraction, that is a negative b, then here should be x1 y1 x2 y2, subtract B matrix is a1 a2 b1 b2. Or so here you just do the subtraction, that is you subtract first column of the second matrix. So you subtract first column of the second matrix from first column of the first matrix, that is x1 negative a1 y1 negative a2, and also the same for second column, and x2 negative b1 y2 negative b2. So in that way you can easily subtract two matrices. Okay, so now okay, number 3, multiplication of a matrix with a constant. Okay, so if we multiply a matrix with a constant, then what happened? Then what will be the value of this matrix? Okay, for an example, if a matrix is considered like that, x1 x2 y1 y2, and if we multiply this matrix with k, that is k multiple a, then what will be the value of this? So you just multiply each of the elements of this matrix by k, that is k multiple x1, k multiple y1, k multiple x2, and k multiple y2. So that way you can easily multiply any matrix with a constant. Okay, for an example, if a matrix is given 3 1 2 4, so if the question is 3a equal what, so that means you need to multiply this matrix A with constant 3, then 3a will be, so look at 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 4s are 12. So this is the answer. Okay, so in that way you can easily multiply the matrix with any constant. Okay, now I'll show an example by using this 3 transformation. So if the question is like that, one matrix A is given, suppose 3 4 2 1, another matrix B is given -1 2 3 4. Okay, so number 1 question is, what is the value of 3a plus 2b, and number 2, what is the value of 4a minus 3b. Okay, so for finding these two answer, you need to multiply. So look at 3a plus 2b and here 4a minus 3b. That means you first need to multiply the matrix A with the constant 3, and also you need to multiply the matrix B with constant 2, and then you do the addition. Okay, when you do these problems, you can solve this in that way. There is 3 multiple matrix A, that is 3 2 4 1, and plus 2 multiple matrix B, that is 1 negative 1 2 3 and 4, Okay, so if you do the multiplication, 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6, 3 4s are 12, 3 1s are 3, plus 2 negative 1, that is negative 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, and 2 4s are 8. Okay, now if you do the addition, 9 negative 2, that is plus minus minus, so that is 7, 6 plus 4, that is 10, 12 plus 6, that is 18, and 3 plus 8, that is 11. So this is the answer number 1. So in that way you can easily solve any problems like that. Okay, now if we will solve number 2, that is 4a negative 3b, then here also we'll do the same thing. You first multiply with 4, 3 2 4 1, negative 3 multiple, that is b, negative 1 2 3 and 4. So if you do the multiplication, it should be 4 3s are 12, 4 2s are 8, 4 4s are 16, 4 1s are 4, negative 3 1s are negative 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, and then you just do the subtraction. Okay, so here 12 negative 3, that is minus minus plus, so 12 plus 3, that is 15, 8 negative 6, that is 2, 16 negative 9, that is 7, 4 negative 12, that is minus 8. So this is the answer for number 2. So in that way you can do the addition and subtraction, and also can multiply with any and also can multiply the matrix with any constant. So I think this is so easy. Okay, now the most important transformation from matrix is multiplication. That is number 4, multiplication of matrices. Okay, so this is the most important transformation. Okay, so let us consider one matrix is given x1 and x2, y1 and y2, and another matrix is given b, a1 and a2, b1 and b2. So if the question asks you to find the value of AB, then what should we do here? So x1 y1, x2 y2, and multiply with a1 b1, a2 b2. So how we can do the multiplication? So look at carefully. This is the row and this is the column, that is C for column. Okay, so we first multiply the first column of the second matrix with the two rows of this first matrix, that is row column. So multiply with row, so multiply the column with row, that is row, and this is column. Okay, you just maintain this order, then it will be easy for you. So because here you need to do the multiplication same thing again and again. Okay, so first we multiply the first column of the second matrix with the two rows of the first matrix, that is x1. So each element will be multiplied and then do the addition. So here x1 multiply a1 plus x2 multiple b1 and y1 multiple a1 and y2 multiple b1. So then we'll do the next multiplication, then we just multiply the second column with the two rows, that is x1 multiple a2 and plus x2 multiple b2, y1 multiple a2, y2 multiple b2. So after that you just do the addition of these numbers So if there is given a number, then it will be so easy for you. So this is the general form of this multiplication, and if you do the rest of the calculation, then you will get the value of this. So keep in mind, so when you do the multiplication, so one thing you must need to know when you do the multiplication, that is the order of the matrix. If suppose given a matrix that is 3 by 2 matrix, so another matrix is given like that 2 by 3 matrix. So if the question asks you to find the AB, that is you just multiply the matrix A and matrix B. So sometimes the multiplication cannot be possible, but how you make sure that it is possible or not? That's why you just check the inner product. So if you multiply this matrix A and B, you first write the order of these two matrices. So if you look at the inner product of this matrix are same, that is 2 and 2, then you can multiply the both matrix, okay, A and B. Otherwise it cannot be possible. Okay, for an example, if it is 2 by 3 matrix, for an example, if the question is asked to find the AB, so look at it, should be 2 3 multiple 2 3. So look at here, the inner product are not same. In that case you can multiply the matrix A and B. Okay, so keep in mind, if the inner product, so this is called inner product, so inner product of two matrices are same, then you can multiply the two matrices. If the inner products are not same, then you can't do the multiplication. That's better. When two matrices are given, you first check the inner product. So if the inner product are same, then you can do the multiplication. Otherwise you can do the multiplication. Okay, so this thing you must know when you do the multiplication. Okay, now now I'll show some example of multiplication. Okay, number 1, if the question is like that, A is given 2 1 3 minus 4, and another matrix B is given negative 1 2 4 negative 3. So if the question is what is the value of A multiple B, so here you need to do the multiplication. So you just follow the rules. So you first multiply the first column with the two rows of this first matrix. So if you multiply this, okay, so if you do the multiplication, then it should be 2 multiple negative 1 plus 3 multiple 2, 1 multiple negative 1 plus 1 multiple 2, and then we multiply the second column with the first two rows, that is 2 multiple 4 plus 3 multiple negative 3, so 1 multiple 4 plus negative 4 multiple negative 3. Okay, so now if we do the multiplication, so here 2 negative multiple 1, that is negative 2 plus 6, here negative 1 plus 2, so here 2 4s are 8 and 3 3s are 9 plus minus minus 9, 1 4s are 4 and 4 3s are 12 and minus minus plus 12. Okay, now if you do the addition of these numbers, then you will get 4 1 negative 1 and 16. So this is the value of AB. So when you do the multiplication, so the value of AB should be this. Okay, so in that way you can also multiply the B and A. So then this matrix should be the first position and A should be the in second position. Or the question also asks you to find the A square. That means you just multiply A and A. So that means you just write this matrix A 2 times. So matrix A, and then again you write the matrix A, and then you do the same way. Then you can just do the same way and you'll get the answer of A square. So if the question is A cube, then you first write the matrix A and multiply with the result of A square. In that way you can do the multiplication of any matrix, but keep in mind, the inner product of these two matrices should be same, otherwise you can do the multiplication. Okay, okay, now the last transformation of this matrix, that is inverse matrix. So it is also the most important transformation in matrix, inverse matrix. So when you find the inverse matrix, you must need to know some important properties. That is, number 1, the matrix should be square. That means it must be square matrix, otherwise you can find the inverse of this matrix. Number 2, the matrix should not be symmetric. So what is symmetric? That means if the determinant of matrix is 0, then this matrix is called symmetric. So here determinant of A must be not equal 0. So if any matrix hold these two properties, then you can find the inverse of this matrix. Otherwise you can find the inverse of this matrix. Okay, so what is the formula of this inverse of this matrix? For an example, if one matrix is given A, B, C and D, and then A inverse equal, the formula is 1 over determinant of A multiple adjoint of A. So here two things you need to know: what is the determinant of this matrix A and what is the adjoint of this matrix A. Okay, so for finding the determinant of this matrix A, determinant means you just multiply the first diagonal element and then subtract the second diagonal element, that is A multiple D, subtract C multiple B, that is B multiple C or C multiple B. So that is C multiple B or B multiple C, same thing. So this is the determinant of this matrix A. Okay, now we will learn what is the adjoint of A. Okay, now we need to find the adjoint of this matrix. So how we can find the adjoint of matrix? So the adjoint of matrix is equal A11, A12, A21, A22 and transpose of this matrix. So here A11, A12, A22, this is the cofactor of this matrix, cofactors. So here A11, A12, A21 and 22 are the cofactors of this matrix. So now how we can find the cofactors of this matrix? Okay, first look at, when we find the A11, we first consider this value, that is we just eliminate this column and this row, then what will get? Only D. So you just find the determinant of D. So if you add the suffix of these two numbers, that is here this 11 means first row first column, So if you add these two numbers, if it is even, then here you should use plus sign, so then it should be D. So again A1 2, so if you add 1 and 2, that is odd number, so that's why you must use negative sign. So 1 2 means first row second column, so element of first row cofactor for B, that is you just eliminate the column, and row, then you will get only C, so that is negative C. And A2 1, here you look at, here the 2 plus 1, that is 3, which is a odd number, so that is for C. The cofactor should be, you just eliminate the column and row, then it should be B, that is negative B. And finally A2 2, that is for D, you just eliminate the column and row, then you will get A, so that should be A. So look at, if the suffix number, that is 1 1, is, if you do the addition, if it is even, then you just use the plus sign, if it is odd, then use the minus sign. That means you need to find the cofactors of A, B, C and D. So in that way you can find the cofactors of A, B and C, D. Okay, so finally, so now if you put the value of this here, then we will get, okay, so look at A11 equal D, A12 equal negative C, so A11 equal D, A12 equal negative C, A21 equal negative B, and A22 equal negative, A22 equal A, and then you do the transpose of this matrix. Okay, so now if you do the transpose of this matrix, so we already know that the transpose of this matrix, that means it should be D negative C negative B and A. So here the row must be column, here the row must be in column. So this is the transpose of this matrix, that means this is the adjoint of this matrix. Okay, so when we find the inverse, so you first find the determinant of the matrix and also the adjoint of the matrix. But look at, it's a long process. So when you find this at your exam, I think it will take more time. That's why by using a tricks, you can easily find the inverse of this matrix. So what is the tricks? So if you look at now together, so if the formula becomes A inverse equal 1 by determinant of A, that is AD negative BC. So it is so easy, you can find this multiplication quite easily, but for finding the adjoint is quite complicated and also the time consuming. Then how you can find the adjoint? So if you look at the given matrix and the adjoint of matrix, then you will get some similarities. So look at the diagonal elements are exchanged. So here D is here and A is here. So look at, here is the D and here is the A, and the sign of these second diagonal elements are changed. So if it is plus, here it is minus, so it is negative C and negative B. So without doing any calculation, that means without finding the adjoint, you can easily find the inverse of this matrix by using these tricks. Okay, so now I'll show some example for finding the inverse of this matrix. Okay, for an example, if the matrix is given like that, 2 3 and 4 7. So if the question is what is the value of A inverse, okay, so first you need to find the determinant. So the determinant of A is 2 multiple 7, negative 3 multiple 4, that is 2 7s are 14, negative 12, that is 2. Okay, so according to the formula, so A inverse equal what? 1 by determinant of A and then adjoint of A. So we already found this determinant, that is 2, so 1 by 2. And what is the adjoint? So I told you to use this trick. So you just exchange the first diagonal element. So here it should be 7 and this should be 2, and then change the sign of this second diagonal element, that is it should be negative 4 and it should be negative 3. So in that way you can easily find the inverse of 2 by 2 square matrix. So now if you do the multiplication of this, it should be 7 by 2, negative 3 by 2, negative 4 by 2, that is 2, negative 2 by 2, that is 1. So this is the inverse of a matrix. So I think it will take only 1 to 2 minutes, but if you do the whole procedure, it will take at least 5 minutes. So you just keep in mind these tricks, then you can easily find the inverse of this matrix. So I'll show another example. Okay, example number 2. If a matrix is given like that, negative 2, 1, negative 3 and negative 4, so then what will be the value of this A inverse? Okay, first you need to find the determinant of A, that is negative 2 multiple negative 4 minus 1 multiple negative 3, that is you first multiply the first diagonal and then you multiply the second diagonal. So you can find this you can do the multiplication, that should be negative 4, negative 2, that is 8, and negative positive, that is 3, that means it is 11. Okay, now when you find the A inverse, then so A inverse equal 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. So here the determinant of A is what? 11. So now here the tricks, adjoint, you just exchange this first diagonal, that is minus 4, minus 2, and then change the sign of this second diagonal. So here is minus, it should be plus 3, here is plus, it should be minus 1. So then you multiply this with this constant, then you will get negative 4 over 11, negative 1 over 11, negative and positive 3 over 11, and negative 2 over 11. So in that way you can easily find the inverse of any 2 by 2 matrix. So if you use these tricks, then it will be so easy, otherwise it will be so difficult for you. Okay, so for O-level students, this all about the matrix. So if you can practice the all examples of this matrix, then you can solve any question from O-level. Okay, in my next lecture I'll show more examples and also I'll solve some past paper question from matrix. So thank you everyone for watching this lecture.